What's going on, guys? Hope y'all enjoyed that video yesterday. If y'all didn't go watch it, go watch that hoe. Well, what's poppin', son? It's D. Man, we back at it again. I've just heard about this, John. Snoop Dogg responding to Eminem from his Zeus track. Now, I don't know what's going on with those two. I thought they both in the same studio at the same time. I know they had a few songs together too. So I don't understand why Snoop Dogg is saying all of this. I think one of his songs also that Snoop Dogg was on, the song with Eminem, he said that people can't fuck with Eminem and he's one of the best. So and don't you write your own stuff? So, let's get into this. I got the video from Diverse Mentality. So go check his podcast out, go check his channel out. I'm gonna put it in the description down below, and let's get straight into this. Let's see.
What up, guys? Your boy Quake, and Snoop Dogg has officially responded to Eminem's Zeus track and what Eminem has said recently in a new interview.
My boy put a fat picture of Eminem in there.
Be sure to check out my new podcast, the Diverse Mentality Podcast.
Go check that out, boy.
We do new episodes every Saturday, and we're going to start doing them every Wednesday too. We cover everything hip-hop with my co-hosts Sean and Vito. So go ahead and check out the links in the description below. It's available everywhere on every streaming platform, and the video version is available on YouTube. As you guys know, Eminem dropped the deluxe version of his Music to Be Murdered By album a couple of weeks ago, and on the track Zeus,
a great deluxe.
Basically, Snoop Dogg in a Breakfast Club interview said he's not really liking Eminem's music like that. He's not in his top 10, so on and so forth. So Eminem addressed that on the track.
Niggas just be hating.
He said, and as far as squashing beef, I'm used to people knocking me, but just not in my camp. And diplomatic as I'm trying to be, last thing I need is Snoop dogging me. Man, dog, you was like a damn god to me. Nah, not really. I had dog backwards. Well, Eminem elaborated on those.
That's not even the crazy part. That's not even
for New Year's Eve on Shade 45, and addressed why he addressed Snoop Dogg and why he felt a certain way by what Snoop said on Breakfast Club. Here's the clip.
Now I'm gonna rewind that to the balls. As far as squashing beef, I'm used to people knocking me, as in dissing me, but just not in my camp, not in my circle of people, not the people that I hang with, that I make music with. I'm trying to be diplomatic. Oh, and diplomatic as I'm trying to be, as in trying to put everybody together, trying to speak to everybody, see what's going on. The last thing I need is Snoop Dogg in me. I don't need, as all the good I'm trying to do, not trying to be, the same M I was before, where I was just dissing everybody and just going at everybody heads on. I don't need my mans dissing me. That's crazy. Like, you was like a damn god to me. Not really. I had dog backwards. Come on, you're supposed to be my dog to me. He looked up to you. But now he's just his man. It's like just a dude. Come on, son. Snoop, get it together. I don't know what the hell's going on with you.
You're talking about, or speaking to Snoop in the sense of, you don't need to be dogged by him. And I didn't know exactly when or where, what did Snoop do that made you put this line in this song?
Well, a couple of months ago, he was doing an interview with the Breakfast Club. Somehow my name got brought up, and he was saying things about, I'm not in his top 10, and everything he said, by the way, was fine, like up to a point. When he I've never said, like him saying that I'm not in his top 10 because there's some
It's obvious that he's stumbling over his words a lot because he's trying to think really fast before he's saying something that he really doesn't mean. He's not the same Slim as before, where he'll just say anything he want to say. He wants to be more mature and shit like that. And people has to respect that. I'm really getting sick and tired of people always saying, "Oh, I wish the old Slim Shady would come. I wish the old Eminem was back," and this and that. It's like, why would you wish that? Or why would you not wish for someone's growth, someone's whole art to change? Like, it's weird. Like, you just want somebody to stay the same, stay stagnant in their ways. What about their mental health? What about their growth as a person and their maturity? Like, that's wild to me. But hey, that's just how people are.
Rappers from the 90s that I can't fuck with.
He's never said that. He's always respected the people from the 90s, obviously.
Absolutely. Like, why would I have a problem with that? Like, would I be here without Drake? Fuck no. I wouldn't. The rappers he mentioned from the 90s, KRS-One, Big Eddie Kane, G-Rap, like, I've never said I could fuck with them.
Right. He's never said he can fuck with them. He never even said that he's on the same tier as them. He's always put those people at the top. You acting like this dude has not studied the game already. Like, he's studied this craft. It's not like he just came in here like a little pump or these new heads. Like, he studied the craft. He sat down and literally he didn't go to the books. He didn't go to his math book. He didn't go to his history books. He went straight to hip hop, bro, and studied that shit like it was school. So it's like he knows who's better than him. He knows all of this. Even though he, at certain things, he might feel that he's lyrically better than somebody, he's never gonna outwardly say that because he got his bars. He got to this level because of them. So he's never ever gonna disrespect them like that. So I don't even understand why he even has to mention that. There's no point of it. It just seems like he's hating for some weird reason. Like, did you put out music, Snoop, and it didn't sit well with people? Nobody listened to it? Or, like, what's going on? Like, are you mad that he's this old and still putting out numbers? Like, I don't understand. Like, it's weird. It's honestly weird to me. It's real. It's crazy, bro. Like, there's absolutely no reason for you to do this, especially you mans with him. I'll a little bit understand if you was some random dude, never made songs with him, never did nothing with him, never seen him. You know, that's a regular hating ass nigga. But why are you doing this, Snoop? What is your purpose? What do you gain out of this? Like, do you just out of nowhere hate him now? Like, I don't understand. Like, it's crazy.
I never said that. You know what I'm saying? So
never.
Like, everything was good until, like, it was more like, I think it was more about the tone he was using that caught me off guard, because I'm like, yo, where is this coming from? I just saw you. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, it threw me for a loop. Again, I probably could have got past the whole tone and everything, but it was the last statement when he said, as far as music I can live without, I can live without that shit. Now you're being disrespectful.
Yeah, I remember him saying that.
Me off guard. I wasn't ready for that, and people started hitting me up about it, like, oh, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And I didn't know what to do about it at first, because it confused me, because I'm like, yo, bro, same team. We're on the same team. Like, what the fuck? And I have never in my career, my entire career, ever said a disrespectful word about Snoop Dogg.
Ever.
I mean, what the fuck? Like,
ever.
His impact on hip hop, like, I can't front on that. But it's like, at what point does it start becoming like, okay, now everyone's entitled to their opinion. My top 10, top 5 ain't gonna be the same as his.
Right.
But everyone's entitled to their opinion, so how could I be mad at that? I wasn't mad about the opinion. It was after that. It was that the very last statement was like, oh, what the fuck? Like, damn, dog. Like, really?
The craziest part about that too is it was mad unnecessary for him to even say that. Like, he didn't have to say, well, I'll live without that shit. Fuck out of here. Like, why would you go so deep into that? Like, especially somebody that's in your same camp. That's like a in UFC, right? You know how UFC, they all have camps together, and they all have training camps together and stuff like that. So certain fighters train with each other all the time. So for example, let's say Conor McGregor and, I don't know, Cormier, whatever, they both in the same camp. Even though they in two different weight classes and stuff. I'm just saying, right? Now, it would be like, oh, what if they're in the same camp, they train every day, they work out every day together, shit like that, blase. They interview Cormier, and they're just like, yeah, so I guess, yeah, what's your top 10 best fighters and stuff like that? He said, would you put Conor McGregor up in there? It's like, nah, fuck out of here, that nigga trash. Like, there's so many other people better than him, this and that, but top 5 or top 10 people I'll be fighting with all the time, nah, I ain't fucking with him. Like, that's crazy. Like, why would you say that? You'll never say that shit to his face. You never said it to his face. Obviously, you never said that shit to his face. So why would you go on radio and say that? Like, if you felt that way about him, if you felt that way towards him, why all the times y'all spoke, all the times y'all was on the phone together, all the times y'all hung out, why didn't you tell him that? Why didn't you tell him how you felt about that situation? Like, yeah, you good and this and that, but, I just feel that your music is not here and there. Y'all could have spoke about that shit. It's definitely wild.
But you know, I said what
It's
I
probably
said,
something. I don't know. And that diss, that so-called diss is not even a diss.
Interview came out, there were headlines all over the place about what Eminem has said about Snoop Dogg.
It's not even.
Why
It's not even a
he
diss.
felt disrespected. Snoop Dogg obviously was on Instagram. He caught wind of this. He responded to a post that was made by an Eminem fan page called Eminem Fact. He responded in the comments saying, "Pray I don't answer that soft ass," with a bunch of laughing emojis.
He's not that
basically
ass.
calling that Zeus.
Yo, if you want to go see the rest of it, go in the description box down below. The whole video's there. Yo, Snoop Dogg, you're not doing anything. You know. If it had to come down, let's really do it now. Let's really get at this, right? We doing versus battles out here, right? Keisha Cole and Alicia or whatever, and then you doing Young Jeezy and his other name Gucci. You doing those versus battles? Let's get a real versus battle out. Let's not throw out songs. Let's throw out bars. Now let's really talk about it. Let's do a versus battle with Eminem and Snoop Dogg, and let's see who will come out on top with bars, not songs, bars. Let's really get it. Because I'm honestly interested now. Now I want to know. I'm interested. Because you really talking about, oh, that was some soft shit. Obviously, he didn't say anything disrespectful in that shit. He's literally coming out in a song saying, yo, people in my camp dissing me. I don't know why. It makes me feel bad. That's all that he said, basically. He didn't say anything bad. No, throw your balls out there. Disrespect boy. Go ahead. Let this nigga go back to the Bat Cave. Let him get in the Bat Cave. Let him get in his bag. Let him. Please. Because I want to see him destroy somebody. I do. I respect you, Snoop, but you're spazzing for no reason. Explain yourself. Hey, that's on you, my guy. But make sure you like, share, and subscribe, man. Thank you for supporting the content. Yo, make sure, bro, you hit that like button, you hit that subscribe button, and you hitting that bell notification so you get all notified for all my videos that come up, son. Alright? Have a good day, yo.